Hello, hi. This is Sherry Fatu Bashran. I've been electronically tortured for 14 years now. I don't want to go through the whole spiel because I'm not. Period. Um, and I was out today because again I'm bleeding profusely from my vaginal area due to the electronic torture and the device that has been used to I feel like it's been used to eradicate and split my womb. Bleed me from it feels like someone is yanking my soul and my whole body out of my womb or my uterus. And you don't know how sad and lonely you feel when you're sitting there bleeding to death. You have no one to call, no one that you really need to say goodbye to. You just sit there and you're wondering, when is it gonna stop? Will I be able to breathe in the next minute? What? You start to reminisce about the past, reminisce about hurts and pains and things from the past. You know how that goes. But at this point in time, I just want to say it is easy to judge what it is hard to do is to do something about it. Not judge a person from what you see, but try to correct whatever is going on in their life, the error that is going on, and help them out of the darkness. I went to Bojangles this morning because I just wanted something different. I just couldn't really sit in my kitchen that long, but I wanted something different. And so I went to Bojangles this morning, and I was waited on by a group of black women, and I realized is that these black women are all the representations of the black women in America, the hardworking black, and it was early in the morning. And what I realized is that black women are so hardworking, but I don't feel that they have not, the last 150 to 200 years, they have not gotten anywhere. And I asked myself, why as hardworking as black women are, or blacks in general, why have they not gotten to the place they need to have sanctuary for themselves, their children, the whole families? And what popped into my mind is that unity. Black people are so ununified. All our black leaders have been killed off, imprisoned, lied about, broken mentally and physically and financially. But not just that. I'm going to say this. Black people, try this. Instead of watching me and making comments about me, I challenge you, 100 women, black women, but not just 100 black women, all black people. Actually, I asked 100 people, black people. Even if you don't want to see your face, you can put a mask on, because really that's what we should be wearing every day. All people should be wearing masks. That's just the new norm in America. And state to state, this specifically, I am against electronic torture. It is not a game. It is not pleasure. It is pain, and it is there to kill. Electronic torture is an eradicator. It is a murder weapon. It is a murder weapon. It is a murder tool. And to America, wake up and understand that. You see, and what is so hurtful and why people say, why is she talking about Ukraine? But what I'm saying is that I am like Ukraine. I am screaming in the dark, asking for somebody to come and help me stop this lethal weapon. And they went to America, was quick to respond to Ukraine, but never ever knocked on no one ever knocked on my door and said, this is wrong, I'm going to take you out door and we're going to handle the U.S. government and make specific laws that would never happen to another human being ever on any kind of soil, especially not on U.S. soil. They never did that. They went along and provided provisions, money, weapons, all this different stuff to Ukraine. They never once tried to help me. Never once try to provide me any provisions to fight back, any guns or anything, because this is warfare. This device that they used was orchestrated and developed for nothing but killing an individual, killing and maiming a human being to the point where they can mentally save themselves, they can mentally think or establish their own opinion because it has been eradicated. So I say to you, brothers and sisters, if you say that you don't have power, I dare you to post. 100 people posted, I am tired of looking at electronic torture. I'm tired of that black girl being up there. I'm tired of her being hurt. Tired of pretending like we have to watch stuff about her. I dare you, 100 of you, to post. I am not watching electronic torture. He said, in any opportunity I have to see and tell anybody that electronic torture is murder, then do that. I dare you to do that for 3 months and see the turnout and see what happens in our land. Because right now, what I'm saying is that electronic torture is a great distraction tool to realize that you are in pandemic up to your neck. Now it's the what? COVID. Now it's the bird flu. Now possibly it may be Ebola again. And so my question to you is that at what point will you say that damn girl needs to be taken from wherever she is and let free? She should be able to run from the coming tide. She should be able to run from the coming tide of disease, of 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 the coming tide of mentally and socially mental and social fight, or the new civil war that is going to be imposed upon its people. But not only that, is that the environmental crisis that is coming right now, the great wave that will swallow us all. I should have the right to run from that because I'm human and I deserve to be treated like a human being. So my question to you is that why was it so easy to help the Ukraine than to help me? Why is it so easy to watch the torture and atrocity that's going on with me, but not think about? I mean, you don't watch the torture and the atrocities that happen to me. I feel like he's pulling my soul from between my legs. You don't do that. Well, as soon as Ukraine opened their mouth and said, Ukraine opened their mouth and said, I need help. America was right there on their doorstep to help them. And that is wrong on so many levels because it would have took what? It wouldn't took that much. But it would took politicians, they're too afraid to lose their stupid jobs. They're just talking now. If you watch any politician, they're just talking. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they're trying to accomplish. There's nothing they can do to take back all the tyranny that has been heaped upon this land. It's indigenous and black people, but also too is that nothing can do to resolve and excuse me, nothing can be done to resolve and make disappear the yoke of slavery. We still, as black people, still live within the yoke of slavery. And they say, "Oh, we not everything." Because some people say that because they want to talk to say that to the colonizers, so the colonizers will feel better and more complete. But we still feel now, as black people, the yoke of slavery. And at this point in time, why I got here to actually talk to you guys, I want to talk to I want to talk to my brothers and sisters, and that means my brothers and sisters who are electronically tortured individual, but as well as my black brothers and sisters throughout the diaspora, all the people who are minorities, all the women, all people who are women, all the people who are disabled. You are my brothers and sisters, and I want you to ask, can we just unify for at least 100 days? And you go and post wherever you can, even on your website, and say, I do not what you say this specifically. I do not welcome electronic torture. I will not say that it's not murder, and that I stand in solidarity with the African American girl who's screaming in the middle of in the middle of the internet to be let free from her bondages of slavery. And that's electronic torture. Electronic torture is a bondage of slavery. It was taken back. It was stolen during the civil. Excuse me. It was so stolen through the Second World War, and to be taken to U.S. soil, and U.S. used it to experiment on, mutilate, actually defecate on its American people. Just because it can, just in the name of science, just in the name of having a lethal weapon that can eradicate others before we eradicate it. That's stupid. No one deserves to have, the damn well deserve to have nuclear weapons, but you don't deserve to have electronic torture weapons and have that used against the American people or your own civilian people. That is like, I mean, that's just wrong. That's just wrong. So I say to you at this point in time, and I'm saying it clearly, is that my brothers and sisters, all of us, my brothers and sisters, all of us, have to put our foot down and say no more. Because the reason this came about is says I was coming home from the grocery store, and I saw big pictures that they stand with and that America stand with. You can't. But why can't they say we as people of color? Why can't we say I stand with Sherry Fatu in a fight against electronic torture? I stand against that queen who has been marred and yelling for years to come and help her out of this situation. America is the biggest lie on all the earth, on all the planet. It has deceived every government, every parliament, everything that's available to hold a person accountable. Mm, I just, I just want to be free. The U.S. should be held accountable for its crimes, and that's just the bottom line. And I'm so sick and tired of people pretending like